Well, all right, folks, this is Wesley with Expandacraft, and we have just splashed for the very first time the boat I call Black and Tan. This is a 16-foot, 9-inch outrigger kit on an old canoe, plastic canoe that I bought for very little money. And keep in mind that this kind of boat you can take apart quickly, disassemble, put it on a roof rack. You can use just the canoe still, take off the sail and the bimini top and all of that. The bimini top does go over the tent. The tent has a reach through on both sides. So you could put the bimini top up and steer this boat from inside. Foul weather. I want to show you something about the decking on this boat. If you'll notice, there's something missing. There are no screws showing. No screws showing because I screwed it from the stringers on the bottom up. That way, when the water, rain or what have you, hits the decking, it's much more likely to roll off. If it had a screw hole, not only aesthetically it looks better, but if you had the screw in there, that's a place for water to collect and start rotting the boards. So I put the screws on the bottom. We're going to take it out and test sail it today. It's a little gloomy, but it's a little windy as well. So I might have a nice test. Don't know how I'm going to videotape that while sailing, but we'll give it a try. This is the smaller of the sails. They call it a sport sail. It'll probably take me upwind a little bit, but not until I get some lee boards, dagger boards, or some kind of lateral resistance will I get any real good upwind performance. Yes, I brought a rocking chair, because what I'm going to do is when I remove the tent, I'm going to put it there. I'm going to rock and float, just for kicks. I thought it'd make a fun picture anyway. And just show you how you can use an Expandacraft Outrigger kit. This kit can be put together in a weekend real easily. A couple of people. There are, of course, many other videos about the boat. And I'm going to take the center deck parts out, and when I go sailing, because I won't need those, I'll probably even leave them in the truck, but you can take them with you and not have them in, so that just leaves the entire area here. You even got a spare battery. This thing is a hauler. It's going to have a lot of carrying capacity, so you can load this puppy up with gear, go to the island, disconnect the outrigger kit, and then take the canoe through a mangrove tunnel or what have you. You just have some fun. Can't do that with a pontoon boat. It's kind of my mantra these days. Can't do that with a pontoon boat. Another thing you can't do with a pontoon boat or a bass boat is when you set the bimini top down, and if you didn't have a great big rocking chair, silly me, then you could take that thing underneath a very, very low bridge or limb and get to places to where you can't get to in a pontoon boat or a bass boat. So that's why an Expandacraft Outrigger kit makes a lot of sense. Another reason that Expandacraft is such a good idea for an outrigger kit is it's engineered properly to take the kind of stresses and not to overstress the gunnel and the wall of the canoe. If you just take two canoes and strap them together, then you have two great big voluminous hulls in the water, and they are going to want to come apart right here where the connections are. It's just way too much stress. So you want your outer hulls to be the skinny hulls. Canoes were not designed to be catamarans. Catamarans have an enormous amount of stress on the center and the walls right there where I'm pointing the camera now. Sorry I don't have a video operator today, but I'm trying to get some of the points across and give you a good all-around. Let me go into the water and show you the back side. We have the rudder. Now remember, we're going to teach you how to make this rudder with this incredibly stout connection here. That's made from starboard. We get that from Dave at Plastics America. And we're going to rebuild this rudder. And if you subscribe, then you're going to get the tutorial. Make sure you click on your notices so that you find out when we do the video. If you see, I chose this tent because it has a pass-through on both sides. That's so I can get to the battery and the motor, or just hang my feet out and fish backwards. That's about it. Expandacraft.com. Please make comments. Please be respectful in the comments. This is not a boat for every single boater out there, but it certainly serves my purposes. So I can tow a big camper trailer, and I can put this on the roof of the truck. Can't do that with a pontoon boat. My new mantra. Expandacraft.com. Subscribe.